Hello, this is Anosu, and this is a video about the Sega My Sapling. Not a whole lot of information about this one out there, so I thought I'd show off some of the functions and stuff. Right now this is like a hibernation mode. If you don't play with it for a minute, curtains close, and I guess it's like a battery save, which is good because it takes a lot of batteries, takes 3 of them. So all you gotta do to wake it up is like hit the sensors and curtains open. This is like the baby stage, toddler stage, I guess. First stage is just like, looks like his head right now. So this one's kind of cool because it's got a bunch of different input methods. There's the touch sensors, these 2 little metal prong button things here. You gotta touch both of them to activate the touch sensor. This little hole here I think is the light sensor. There's also like sound input. It's a little speaker for it. And there's also a motion sensor. This white back part here lights up. It's one of the games you can play with it. Lights up different colors, red, green, and blue. That's pretty cool. But as you can see, it's also completely round on the bottom, which is not so hot because it doesn't. You can't set it on like a table or anything. If you want to set it down on anything but a pillow, you got to set it down face down like this on the screen, which is not so cool. So let me go over some of the functions. This button here scrolls through the screens, and you use the touch sensors if you want to select something. So this turns the sound off and on. This one is light mode, where each character has a different light and sound pattern that it does. This is the toddler pattern here. You can kind of see the red, blue light. It's hard to see because it's not super dark, but you can see red, green, red, red, blue, red, I guess there. That's a little cool. That's all it does. You just hit the touch sensors to activate that over and over again. There we go. So it's just going to keep doing that. I guess it's a little different every time. I don't know if that's actually, like, it's not doing something right. Mine keeps resetting itself, too. I think a common problem is that the batteries, they come really corroded. Mine was badly corroded when I got it, so I cleaned it up pretty well. There might be some lingering effects of that, though. Hasn't reset in a while, though. Maybe it just needed to be played with. This is all input mode. So light and shaking and sound. So he's just going to hang out on the screen here until you do one of the 3. Sound mode, you know, you might just need to talk louder, or that bandsaw has to play outside, and he looks kind of startled there, but usually he's just jamming along to his song. He'll do that for any sounds. You know, you can set him next to a radio and he'll just go to town. He really likes it. You can shake him. And yeah, that's the same animation, so that's cool. The baby one had slightly different animations for each one. And then there's the light. So I've got my flashlight here. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know if you got that light or not. Let's see. The light sensor is kind of hard to hit. Okay, it looks like he did, and he's just like sweating away there, so. Okay. So that's input mode. I don't actually know if that's what it's called or not, but he'll just keep doing that indefinitely. So, you know, you're just doing things with it over and over again. Next one is fortune teller mode, which is this one here. And you just hold on to it, and you think of a wish. And he's scrolling through here, and then whatever one you land on tells you what you should do for that wish. You can see the lights lighting and stuff too. So had I wished for something, I'd have an angry outcome. So that's fortune teller mode. I don't know if that's for you or him. I can't tell. So that's all the different modes. This is like a default mode. And then default mode, you can go into like playing mode, which you hit the buttons once to engage the mode, and then you hit them again to actually play. And then he tells you what you want to do by the color of the light on the back here. Blue is light mode, of course, which I'm not sure if that's working right now. So you shine a light at the light sensor. I don't think that worked. Let's see if we can get a better one. Green, motion sensor. I'm not entirely sure the motion sensor works that well either. There, he looks happy. Motion sensor worked. So you just hit the buttons and it chooses a random one again and again. Red is sound. Let's try to see if I can just talk loud and engage it. Yeah, there you go. So you just do this over and over again. As you can see, there's no clock. It evolves based on how much you play with it. I got it to evolve a little bit ago by switching between the regular mode and game mode over and over again. Just out of curiosity. I'd also played with it a lot more than this when it evolved. So it's not going to do it. But that's basically all the functions there are on it. I think it's a toy intended for very small children. So there's no feeding it. There's no, like, regulating the life cycle, anything like that. It's kind of a letdown after hearing it kind of build up a lot. But, you know, it is cool that it's got all those different sensors on it. And it's definitely different. It's got a cool shape. And the other cool thing about it is that it has a huge evolution tree. It evolves into different life stages. There's like 4 or 5 different stages of growth on it. And then it has a bunch of different changes it can take too. So I don't know if that's like depending on the mix of games you play with it. But changes into different animals and things that aren't necessarily trees. Yeah, it's got a lot of characters in here, so that's pretty cool. But, yeah, other than that, that's all there is to it. You just play those games over and over again. And, yep, that's all, folks.